Just Nick, our new champion, will defend it against El Silencio.
Is your main event of the evening, and is set for one fall.
El Silencio coming in on short notice after Matt Locke was not able to make it this evening. And I'm sure there's an ass kicking on deck from Matt Locke to Just Nick at some point in the future.
Well, according to Nick, Matt Locke has an ear beating coming to him at a future date.
And he may or may not have that brand new championship. Because El Silencio is here and he is fired up. Tell me a little bit about this guy, Trent.
Well, El Silencio has been around competing for about 6 years in the likes of the state of Texas as well as Mexico. It's gone up against the likes of a staple here in New Texas Pro, Mysterious Q, as well as competitors from AAA in Aramis and the Lucha Libre legend, Psychosis. A very formidable opponent here tonight that Just Nick faces. Oh, let's not forget, he had a hand in helping train Just Nick, by the way. So a teacher versus pupil here tonight defending this championship. With his newly won Texas Contenders Series championship. And the path that Just Nick had to take to finally get his hands on that championship, Dan, is more than what any one person should do or be in to get a shot at that championship.
Oh, pshaw. He cheated his way into a battle royal.
Just Nick.
He had his buddy help him win.
Mysteriously dressed up as the Void.
Got past all lax security. Found himself into that match. And it was like the former champion Sean Hendricks saw a ghost when the Void unmasked to be Just Nick. And you can catch all that on IWTV. New Texas Pro Wrestling 5-year anniversary show. It was a night that will be remembered forever by Just Nick. But after tonight, you might want to forget, because he's going one-on-one with El Silencio in his first title defense. And
Silencio already trying to get into the head of Nick. Could this be the one and only defense that Nick makes here tonight?
Main event of the evening, and it is for the Texas Contenders Series Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Guanajuato, Mexico, weighing in at 240 pounds, Rep Electric, El Silencio. And his opponent from Humboldt, Texas, weighing in at 190 pounds, he is the Texas Contenders Series champion, and he is Just Nick.
Just Nick soaking this in.
This crowd showing their love and support for their champion.
Possibly kissing that belt goodbye. Did he have 2 Hawaiian shirts on?
Yes.
It is getting colder here in Texas. Unlike the last time you joined us for Texas Contender Series, it has gotten
the heat that this arena produces in this great state
is only matched by the cold that it could produce this time of year.
Absolutely.
Silencio looks unfazed by this crowd.
Not looking for a show of respect here.
No way.
Silencio's got his eyes set on gold here tonight. And Nick right there with the reverse waistlock. Reversed by Silencio, slamming Nick down. Oh, and paintbrushing him on the back of the head.
Hey, I like the cut of this guy's jib.
Coming to make a statement is Silencio, it seems, already.
No nonsense from this fella. You know, Texas Contender Series does find all the best contenders from all around Texas and surrounding areas.
Surrounding areas, even going to different parts of the globe.
Absolutely.
If you remember,
we've had people from Japan, Mexico.
That's right.
Canada even.
Israel as well.
That's true, yes. Truly an international
Contender
roster,
Series.
Absolutely.
Making its mark in the independent wrestling community. Everybody looking for an opportunity here.
There's no more shirts to take off, Nick.
Looks like he means business now.
Time to get busy.
Now Nick knows who he is in the ring with, as well as Silencio.
Absolutely.
As I mentioned, Silencio had a hand in helping train Nick when Nick was getting started as a young up-and-comer. How far Nick has come since then, we've seen through our very eyes, watching him grow and be successful on his journey.
And you know, that's the thing about professional wrestling, especially when you're a trainer and active competitor. You can, whoa! You can train guys that become champions, and we see why from just Nick there with that huge drop kick. We got to cover. I think, no, we got headbutts.
The headbutt on that ear.
We got ear beatings.
It's an ear beating.
It's an ear beating.
Nick using that noggin of his right there. And definitely a shook El Silencio, seeing stars right now as Nick goes up top with a high crossbody, but Silencio catches him and slings him around for a side slam. What a powerful slam right there.
You know, I think this might be, hold on, we got to cover.
Only a 1 count.
This might be an apropos time of El Silencio teaching Nick everything he knows, but not everything that El Silencio knows.
Absolutely. There has to be something left in the bag that Silencio has that Nick doesn't know about, that he could utilize to seize that championship away from Nick here tonight as Nick goes into that turnbuckle.
At about 100 miles an hour, Silencio.
Oh, a strong clothesline into the corner, taking the wind right out of Nick. Elbow to the midsection from Nick, trying to back off Silencio. Silencio meets him with a forearm and puts Nick to a knee in the corner. Oh, Silencio has Nick's arms wrapped around the turnbuckle, just twerking on the shoulders, then tear the shoulders right out of the socket.
Ooh! Man, I'll tell you, those double overhand chops. He wants to go around the world. Oh, we're going to show everybody here at the HPA just exactly what El Silencio is capable of. We got another.
Oh, there is no Silencio with those chops to the chest of Nick.
Just tearing the skin off of the pectorals of the champion. He wants to show everybody. What a crowd pleaser.
Block right there by Nick and a big forearm stumbling El Silencio there. Oh, a shot to the midsection. Nick sending Silencio in the corner. Here comes Nick. Oh, a huge clothesline. Nick building some steam back up, going in one more time and hits him once again. Oh, and an open palm strike right there of his own to Silencio.
I think I know where he learned those from.
Well, we definitely just saw that. He looks like to give it right back to him.
Oh,
my goodness.
God. Just Nick here, obviously having something to prove, not only looking for a first successful title defense, but to show former teacher of his that he is that good. And he is ready for the burden of being the champion.
He wasn't ready for that backstabber right there.
Certainly was not.
There's a cover. Only a 2 count. Nick showing the pain endured from that backstabber. You gotta wonder if these moves and holds here in the early going play a factor later on. Nick holding his back. Only on a knee is Nick trying to fight his way back up. Giving midsection shots right there to Silencio. And there's a kick right there for good measure. Nick trying to build it up. Nobody home on that clothesline, and Silencio catches him, hooks him, and suplexes him, and inflicts more damage to that injured back of the champion.
You know, the thing about Just Nick is he's got that wild energy, and when he gets in situations like this where he's down, he tends to use that.
Oh my!
My God.
What a backbreaker right there, but Nick able to muster up something and come back with a kick to the face.
And like I was saying, with that wild energy, sometimes it's successful like that, but other times it gets him into unenvious positions where he finds himself getting the short end of the stick. So I think Just Nick really needs to control that strong, youthful energy that he has. And he's got to do that to be able to retain this championship.
Champion right there with a big clothesline. Flying elbow. Nobody home on that clothesline. And Nick has him for a German suplex on an individual larger than himself. Nick showing off some strength right there.
No one ever said he didn't have heart.
Oh, right there. Silencio got all the foot and a cover. Only a 2 count right there. Yeah, Just Nick is full of heart, as we've seen time and time again on his journey in that path to gain that Contender Series championship. And now Nick looking to make his way up top. Oh, he's met right there, cut off by Silencio. Now Silencio has punishment on his mind. And Nick trying to fight him off with the open hand slap in the face. And these two just trading shots back and forth. And Silencio has Nick hooked. And Nick blocking it, not allowing Silencio to pull him over. Oh, there's a headbutt from Nick, sending Silencio off the ropes, and Nick is back up top. Oh, moving out of the way. Oh, there's a block shot, and Nick gives him one right to the face. Through the middle rope he goes. Oh my goodness, and a code breaker on Silencio. Just Nick has Silencio stunned.
Just Nick on fire right now. Using that head to his advantage. Now going up top. This is probably what he was thinking before.
Flying headbutt to Silencio. And Nick going in for a cover. Only a 2 count.
Fans not happy with the cadence of that count, but when you're in a main event, you got to be ready for any type of cadence. When you are looking to take a guy out and you're the champion, you got to make sure he is fully dispatched, no matter what referee you have.
Hey, refereeing isn't as easy as it looks.
Shut up, Trent.
Nick going in for a buckshot lariat. Missing right there. Silencio saw it coming. And there's a knee to the midsection. He has Nick twisted up. Oh my goodness! Just flipping him over into a backbreaker variation and a cover. Only a 2 count, my goodness.
Just Nick flopping around like a rag doll. Let's see if he's going to be able to get to his feet after a maneuver like that. And now Silencio just playing with his protege, looking to take his championship.
Oh, he could be going for the burning hammer. Silencio puts his opponents away with this move. And Nick, knowing that, trying to fight his way out, elbowing. And onto the apron, Nick goes.
Slip out there.
Oh, hanging him out on the top rope right there. And Silencio is seeing stars. Nick over the top. Nobody home on that buckshot one more time. And Silencio goes right back to work with shots on the back, weakening that back even more. Silencio going right back.
Going for that burning hammer
we could have
again.
a new champion here momentarily.
This'll do it.
Up. Oh, Nick able to get out of it, and a super kick to the face on Silencio. Dan, Nick is on the outside once more. Could the third time be the charm for the buckshot lariat?
He's G'ing up for that big lariato.
And he connects. The buckshot lariat connects in a cover. And Nick has done it.
Here's your winner, and still the Texas Contenders Series champion, Just Nick.
Sugar honey iced tea, Just Nick has successfully defended his championship here tonight, showing his former mentor that he has not only been defeated but trained one of the best that we have here in Contender Series, our champion, Just Nick.
Just Nick. Showing everyone on IWTV and here at the HPA that he's got that dog in him.
Nick
Making an overture.
encouraging Silencio to come back on into the ring. As we mentioned, the history between these two. Nick extending his hand for a show of respect to Silencio. Oh, and Silencio just walks away, not acknowledging the champion.
Man, Nick just wants to make friends.
Now Nick standing tall here tonight at Texas Contender Series number 26. Well, that's going to wrap things up for us here, Dan.
I sure will.
We want to tell everybody to make sure to tune in on IWTV on November 16th for Super Texas Contender Series 3.
Oh, and boy, do we have some treats in store for you.
Oh, you don't want to miss
Super
it. Make
TCS3.
sure you don't miss that. I'm the Professor Trent Gilbo for Dan Miller. We will see you on November 16th live from the Houston Premier Arena. Good